So I think Julio Foolio's family, or whoever is behind his IG page, and keeping his name alive, I guess you could say. I'm calling it genius. Now, if this is like a management company or a record label or something like that, and his family is not profiting off none of this, or not going to profit off this, then I would say it's grimy that they're doing this. But if this is his family doing this, keeping his IG alive, somewhat pretending he's still alive and stuff like that, I think that is genius, man. 100% genius. And it's actually like some real voodoo is being done. Because if you think about it like that, he's still not dead if you look at it in that state. But this is what's probably going to happen. His next song is probably going to come out, or probably even like a whole album. He probably got a body of work coming out. And I don't know how extensive it would be if it does. Like I don't know how, like, what extent they would go to. Like maybe if they did what do they call it now, AI voice and all that kind of stuff, and maybe fake stuff, or even go to the point with like holograms or something like that. But at the very least, like some AI voice type stuff, I think that's genius. Because like I said in my one video the other day, I do understand people saying his mom doing a documentary, and people saying about how his IG, people, you know what I'm saying, why they doing this, let him rest and all this kind of stuff. I get that part of it, but at the same time, everybody else is profiting off this. So why should his family not profit off of it? If you ask me, this is like groundbreaking, this whole situation that's going on. I'm not even saying like he's still alive and all that, the voodoo, like, or whatever. I'm just saying, as far as like the presentation of it, we never seen this before. We never seen the Joker get killed, a rapper, and then it still be carried on like he's kind of still alive and all this other stuff going on. I seen a video of people at his grave site at his funeral. I think it was his girlfriend and them. They was playing the one song, "When I See You." I think that's cool. Like I do understand how people can think that that's like weird or dark or sick, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool because here's the other thing you gotta also take in consideration with this voodoo and stuff like that. This is kind of probably why we seen him with like the 23 thing. He made the song talk about somebody get killed on their birthday and all this stuff. When you have voodoo on you, or you have a curse put on you, or you're wrapped up in voodoo in some sort of way, this is the type of stuff that happens to you. Parallels start happening. Deja vu starts happening. If you see stuff like, a lot of the times, if you look at the clock and see the same time on the clock a lot of the times, that could be a sign that somebody got voodoo on you. Or if you look at the clock a lot and you see 11:34 or 7:34, because that upside down, that says hell. If you see that a lot, that can mean somebody got voodoo on you, or you're involved in voodoo in general, and you're just playing with those type of things. You know what I mean? So, easily a sacrifice by somebody else. All the parallels we seen could just be the result of him being wrapped up in voodoo. Whether the intent of the voodoo was to benefit him or to be against him. You know what I'm saying? He said his grandma does voodoo. So maybe she definitely did some work to him, not against him, but you know what I'm saying, try to put protection around him or something like that maybe. So maybe that's why we saw the parallels with the 23 something. And then as soon as I said that, I looked at that and there's 23 people watching. That's kind of spooky. You know what I'm saying? The minute I looked up, I see 23 people on there. But, and yeah, Joker like me, I do be having these parallels I'm talking about. This is why I'm talking about it, because I be having these same parallels around me, looking at the clock. It'd be the same time a lot, or sometime it'd be 11:34 or 7:34, or deja vu or coincidences. This is the reason why I'm saying that. And it happened just as I'm doing this video just now. But I think that his mom and him, if this is just like a record label or somebody who's doing this and his family ain't going to benefit, then it's definitely not cool in that aspect. But if this is his mom or his girlfriend with the permission of his family and his mom to do this, do it. Come out with a, I said do it, sound like Young and Ace the video, but he come out with a song or an album pretty soon. The thing will probably do astronomical numbers, you know what I mean? It's going to probably blow up. And why not? Everybody else is profiting off it. Everybody else is making money off this boy's death. Why should his family not make money off it too? And it's interesting. We never seen nobody come out here We see rappers get killed. People come out here and say the same normal stuff. Oh, we're rest in peace, and it's so sad. And his family's on some shit like, you know what? Let's keep it moving. It is what it is. Let's try to make some money off this. Like I said, I seen his people. I think it was his girlfriend and some other people playing his song. And he was playing that part. The Going to 20, he was like when he sung that part out. Now we smoking 23, and they was playing that at his gravesite. I think that's the way to go, man. Like, it might sound crazy, but I do think that's the way to go, because for one, it shows accountability, if nothing else. This boy was out here saying what he was saying, doing what he was doing, living how he was living. And this is what I said in my other video about his mom. Y'all think his mom is not grieving. She probably accepted this years ago. His mom probably been accepted what happened to him a long time ago. These kids been out here doing this for a long time, all this shooting and killing. And they got a high murder rate down there. A lot of their friends are getting killed left and right on both sides. So any logical person, I mean, a fake person will come out here and act like they didn't know what their kid was doing. They didn't see it coming. But anybody who's on just being real and just being just honest and be like, you know what? This is what they was doing. I tried to tell him. She said she tried to tell the boy plenty of times to take stuff down, post, and stop acting like that. He didn't listen. This is the only logical thing that happens next after that. This is what comes with that. And his mom kept it real enough to be like, you know what? I told him it is what it is. I think people are not comfortable with her acting like that because it's not something that we're used to seeing somebody's parent coming out here and saying that. But when you really get down to the goddamn nitty gritty, when you get all the way down to the very bottom of it, when you get all the way down to it, this is what's logical and beneficial, you know what I'm saying, to them, to the family. Maybe make a couple dollars off it. Try, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Like the saying goes, since I've been since we first we seen other rappers get killed, but pretty much it started with Biggie and Pac. We didn't know there was such a market for dead rappers, but once they realized that dead rappers get better promotion and make more money, shit. I mean, why not capitalize off it? YouTubers gonna be out here talking about it. Me, I'm out here. People gonna be out here. Academics and everybody. This joking. And everybody got all kind of criticism and stuff to say, and whether good, bad, right, or wrong, jokers is out here scraping. Not me, 'cause I don't make money like that, but people with big channels who talk about this type of stuff is making thousands of dollars off of one video. If you don't know that, now you know. They're making thousands and thousands of dollars off one video. You see academics or somebody come out here get $100,000 talking about this joker done rap and scraped up a couple thousand off that one video. Believe it. So why should his family just be sitting to the side? They only ones left out of the pie. They might as well get a piece of the goddamn pie too. And just it ain't always about getting wrapped up in emotions and thinking. Like for me, stuff I've been through in my life, I already told my mom years ago, something happened to me. I don't even want nobody to feel sad and broken up. And it is what it is. I lived the life I lived. Stuff happened in my life. It is what it is. I accept it. Whatever. If I get bodied out here, I told my mom, bury me as cheap as possible. I don't need nothing extravagant. If you want to bury me, I don't care what they do to me. Cremate me, bury me. I don't got a preference on how I go, one way or another. I told my mom, if she's alive when I die, whatever is the cheapest and easiest way, just do that. Whatever is the cheapest. I don't need nobody going out spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on a funeral for me, just to put me into the ground. You can burn me, whatever the easiest, cheapest thing is to do that, and then just give my kids the rest of the money that you would have spent on burying me. That's how I feel about it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't need nobody all sobbing. People at a funeral all fake and acting like, oh, this is my homie, my dog. 10 minutes later, you'll be on fucking Facebook posting about some goddamn grits and cheese and eggs you ate for breakfast or something. People don't really give a goddamn when it comes down to it. Only a couple jokers might really be broken up for a day or two. After that, life, especially this day and age, life goes on. Anybody who even sitting around pretending, and let me not say people, there are people who are going to, you know what I'm saying, it is possible depending on the bond you have with somebody or your family. People be hurt, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm just speaking in just general population. Joker couldn't muster up a bit of emotion to save himself from the goddamn fire, let alone be broken up off other people. Just for the most part in general, I'm talking about just people in general now. You know what I'm saying? Hit the goddamn like button, goddamn. Man, 72 people up in here, 2 likes, that's whack as hell, but much respect to Julio's people. If they're the ones that are running this Instagram, all the Chucky stuff going on, Because there's also a spiritual side to this also regardless. Because like I said, the voodoo we're seeing is actually voodoo being played out, whether you accept voodoo or not for what it is, or whether you think is as extreme it is or not. The simple fact of the matter is that we're still talking about it, and they're painting the persona that he's still alive, and then all the stuff going on, that's a form of voodoo within itself. That's still a form of voodoo. Some people would definitely believe wholeheartedly that this boy is still alive, you know what I'm saying? So either way, there's a form of voodoo being going on. And then what this also is going to probably do is definitely give him a longer shelf life as far as like his popularity, his music selling, views and stuff like that. So why not? I think this shit is genius. For real. I think this shit is actually genius. That they're controlling his Instagram. I just better not hear it's no goddamn record company or something like that, because that's going to be a goddamn turnoff. If I hear it's a record company and his family don't want this going on with his IG and stuff like that, and they're just out there carrying on, doing this so they can try to make some money off it, I'll be disappointed in that. That shit won't be right. That'd be dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? If it's just some old people out here, but if this is this boy's family out here, his mom approving this, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. Keep the show going. Because all these jokers are going to be dead at some point anyway. Ace, Young and Ace, and all, they all going to end up dead regardless. Dead or locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, people out here do this stuff. A lot of people that got money, families and stuff like that, then came up off of a life insurance policy. This is how some people come up off the family dying. This is how some wealth gets into some families and they become rich and wealthy. A joker done died, they had a couple million policy on him. They collect, and now they got, you know what I'm saying, do something else with the money and put it into something else. Next thing you know, they got money. This is just how this is how it goes. This is what happens. So much respect to the family for doing that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I do understand how some people might be turned off about it, that they got a weak stomach, or they feel like it's just not. I get that, you know what I'm saying? I do get it, but like I said, I think this shit is genius. So hit the like button. If you're in here, definitely hit the goddamn like button. Or if you watch it on the playback, hit the like button. Just hit the like button just in goddamn general. You ain't got shit else to do with yourself. Hit the goddamn like button. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. There's 91 people in here. And also, like I said, the bad part about this, depending on how you look at it, is I was gonna go to the dollar store. I ain't gonna go to the dollar store. The bad part about this is that depending on how you look at it, this is also going to be a tool to bring down all these young dudes down there. Make no mistake about it. I said this right away, I think before anybody else. This is going to be used as a RICO case, this situation. Whether it's orchestrated or not, or whoever put it in motion or whatever the case, this is going to be used as a RICO case, this Julio Foolio thing. Trust what I tell you. And it's done so graphic, and all the stuff that happened. They're showing us the car and all this stuff. And that's going to make a lot of people stand behind it and be cool with it. And I ain't saying they shouldn't be. I mean, at some point this shit needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? But that's where this is going. So Young and Ace and all them. And if you notice the Michael Myers thing too, you came up with the Michael Myers post, Julio Foolio. I was going to make a separate video about this, but I didn't. If you see when he's on the last live that he's on, when he's at that club on that balcony, and you see the girl recording him, I think it's his girlfriend or whatever, recording him from like across a little bit. The boy next to him got a Michael Myers face on it. You know what I'm saying? He got a shirt with a Michael Myers face. The boy that's next to him when he's on that balcony, like right before he got killed. In the beginning of the video, I was talking about these parallels and stuff like that, and why it looks like coincidences. Because a lot of times when somebody doing voodoo on you, whether good or bad, when they do performing rituals and spells and magic, whether good or bad, it causes parallels that happen in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of this stuff with Julio Foolio was parallels. The 23 that's killed on his birthday, the 4 shot, 1 dead, 3 lived, and then 3 dead, and all this stuff is parallels because voodoo was close to his life, one way or another. So, but that's about it, man. About to go up in here at Walmart. Hit the goddamn like button. We all here at the same time. Just for that alone is a special goddamn moment. We in the same spot at the same time. You about to just back up without looking. Yeah, so hit the like button, and that's about it. Everybody be safe, stay out of the way of these jokers, do what the hell you got to do to maintain. I gotta find somewhere to park.